Welcome to part 7 of my DVD collection. Got a whole new row here, so here we go. First movie we have here is Orgasmo. This is a Trey Parker movie. This is actually the second Trey Parker movie, I believe. Really, really funny. It's probably, I want to say, my third favorite Trey Parker movie. Second being South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, and first being South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, and second being Cannibal the Musical. But this is really good. It's got the original theatrical version and the unrated version, and believe it or not, they actually cut some stuff out on the unrated version. But it's got a whole hell of a lot of special features on here. Great stuff. If you haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. Here's the disc 1, or side 1 and side 2. I believe this is actually one of the only films that I have in my collection that's rated NC-17. Which, to be fair, you know, I don't think the movie deserved that rating, but because of I think because of the plot, they were like, that's why. Here we have Johnny Test, Super Smarty Pants. This is the only Johnny Test DVD I own, and the one I only will ever own, because it has the first season only, and the first season of Johnny Test was actually pretty decent. Not great, but decent. It even has a bonus episode that showed Nano Boy, which I didn't even watch. And I heard they're actually bringing back Johnny Tests, so that's something, I guess. It's an alright show. I used to watch it when I was in junior high. Here we got Kenny, which is an Australian comedy. This is sort of like a mockumentary almost. Like it acts like a documentary, but it's not. It's from, yeah, it's an Australian movie. It's pretty funny. Released by Xeneon Pictures. I like the front that says, "Kenny is the funniest film I've seen this year," says Michael Moore. Got this at a video store that was closing down. And there's the disc, and there's the chapter selection. It's about a guy with a lisp who cleans toilets. He's like a plumber. He's number 1 with your number 2. Yeah. If you haven't seen this, it's very obscure. I heard about it only because Booger Boy Meister talked about it on his channel, so that's how I know about it. That's a pretty funny movie. Here we have Mortal Kombat double feature. It's got the first Mortal Kombat movie and Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Now, Mortal Kombat, the first one, is by far my favorite. For those who don't know, it's my favorite video game movie of all time. Yeah, a movie based on a video game. Annihilation's pretty good. Not as good as the first one, though. It's just so wild and over the top that it's just great. The first Mortal Kombat. But you got 2 of them in one disc. Gotta have this. Don't bother with the 2021 version. I heard that one kinda sucks. We have a childhood classic right here, Fantastic Four, with Jessica Alba, Michael Chiklis. I know when this movie came out, it got a lot of crap because apparently it wasn't too faithful to the comic, but I thought it was pretty faithful. I know it's not the greatest superhero movie ever, but it came out during a time when Marvel like, if it wasn't Spider-Man, no one cared. Like, there was a really bad time in the 2000s where superhero movies, if it wasn't Spider-Man, just became forgotten, and this kind of became one of them, unfortunately. But I loved it growing up. It's more like a movie for kids, really. There's an ad for Family Guy. And for those asking, no, I have never seen the 2015 Fantastic Four, although I might check it out. Yeah, Daredevil, Elektra. Oh, X-Men. I guess those were... yeah, if it wasn't X-Men or Spider-Man, no one cared. And I think that's unfortunate because there were a lot of underrated superhero movies that came out during the 2000s, like Hulk. Jonah, a VeggieTales movie. This is the second film that I saw halfway in theaters, and then due to some issues with the sound, it was too much for me, so I had to leave the theater early. But yeah, this is the first VeggieTales movie that came out. I haven't seen The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything, but this is really good if you haven't seen it. It's weird, very weird, I'll warn you that. But it's got the same VeggieTales humor that you may know or love. I used to watch VeggieTales religiously, so that's why I know about it. Here's disc 1 and 2. Here we have another 2-pack. This is Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, and Jason X. Now, Jason X is really good and it's super underrated. Jason Goes to Hell is okay. It's good, but you have to pretend that's not a Jason film. Pretend that's more of like a campy horror movie, and you'll find more enjoyment out of it. But I enjoyed it, both of them. And these were actually the very first Jason films or Friday the 13th films that I ever watched. Yeah. Great, great movie. Or both of them are great. Okay, here we go. Here's the first Jackass movie. Jackass the Movie. The full screen edition. I have 2 other editions of this somewhere. But yeah, Jackass the Movie, it's got stuff that wasn't allowed in the TV series. And in my opinion, probably my second favorite no, it's my third favorite, but still very good. There you have a X-ray of the toy car that Ryan Dunn shoved up his rectum. Yeah, very funny stuff. And then you got Jackass 3.5, which is the final Jackass related thing to have Ryan Dunn. May he rest in peace. And Bam Margera. It's basically stuff that didn't make Jackass 3. And there's a lot of stuff that they really could have used. I don't know why they didn't use all of this. Should have been more. But it's still very funny. And then you got the disc. Yeah, pretty simplistic. But I love the Jackass series, and like I said, I'm definitely looking forward to Jackass Forever. Here we have Akira, which I still have never watched. I've heard great things about Akira, but I've never seen it. I heard it's like considered one of the greatest anime films of all time. I'll give it a go. I heard it's kind of slow, but it does pick up. This is the 2001 Genie on release. Has advertisements for other titles, which I'm sure all of those are pretty much out of print. I know that edition of Akira is, I believe. Queen of the Hood. It was made. This is obviously made by the same people who made the Felony Fights DVDs. It's just chick fights. You know, it's alright. I still have them because they're pretty hard to come by. And of course, Volume 2. Watched it once. It's okay. I mean, if you have nothing else to do and watch chicks fight, go for it if you can find it. I mean, it's nothing more than what you see, you know, at your local school or whatever. The Renstimpy Show, Season 5 and some more 4. This is the other Ren and Stippy set that I own, with the exception of the lost episodes, which we'll get to. These are the games episodes, which are much later. This is after my mom stopped watching the show, so I don't have much of a she doesn't even have much of a recollection of any of these episodes. However, I heard that they're still pretty funny. You have an advertisement for some other Ren Stimpy discs. You have disc 1. Oh, has the I kept the the hype sticker plus commentaries. And there's the disc. And disc 2 with Powder Toast Man. Here's that. Yeah, I need to get the other Ren Stimpy set soon. And disc 3. But yeah, if you haven't seen Ren Stimpy, I highly recommend that series. It's very, very good. Very funny, very screwed up. One of the weirdest kid shows that I've ever seen. And they fell down. Alright, let's move on. Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope. This is the limited edition, which includes the despecialized editions, aka the original unaltered versions of the Star Wars films, which is why I have these. In this one, it has the version of Star Wars where it was just called Star Wars before they added A New Hope, which is really nice to have. That's the version I watch. I don't even watch the remastered, unless if you really don't care for digitally altered effects, or the fact that the old effects bother you so much, then yeah, I say watch the remastered ones. And there's the original bonus disc. And you gotta have Empire Strikes Back, which is also the limited edition, which has, of course, the original version as well. Here's the insert. And there's disc 1 and disc 2. Yeah, Star Wars, my favorite Star Wars film is Return of the Jedi. And I actually do like the prequels. My favorite is the third one, but I don't have that for some reason. Dude, Where's My Car? A classic 2000s comedy film. That's just so funny. Ashton Kutcher is really great in it. If you haven't seen this, you're living under a rock. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen this movie. There's the disc with the dog. Advertisement for other Fox-related titles. Coolie High. Haven't seen this one yet, so I don't really have much to comment on. However, I heard this was later the basis for that TV show What's Happening, which came out, I believe, a year after this. Yeah, this came out in '75. But it looks pretty cool. Of course, it has an insert. Knock Around Guys, another one I haven't seen. This actually didn't come with the cover, so I printed it myself. But it's got Vin Diesel in it, and Vin Diesel, as everyone knows, is just pretty cool. He is family. Okay, that was really cringy. Yeah, there's the insert. Everyone knows about the family meme. Felony Fights, the best of volumes 1 through 3. This is like volume 5. Got this for dirt cheap, because why not? I need to have the entire collection. Yep. Here we have The Killing Kind. Another indie movie that I still have yet to watch. Grabs you by the eyeballs and won't let go. It looks kind of odd. Yeah, there's the disc. Vampire Clan. Haven't seen this one yet. But it looks really cool because I love early 2000s vampire movies. I mean, Queen of the Damned is one of my favorite. And there's the disc. Here we have Hank Williams III. This is a bootleg DVD. This is Punch, Fight, and F. Pretty cool. Bootleg, recorded live in 2005. On Texas television. And the disc, funny enough, says Punch, Fight, Drunk. Alright, so that's kind of funny. This movie is called Cold Souls. This is a movie about Paul Giamatti playing himself, and he's trying to figure out what his life is all about. And it's kind of funny because I love Paul Giamatti. But if you know Paul Giamatti, he plays a role in every single movie he does. It's always the same. Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, International Live at the O2. It's a live set of Noel Gallagher playing live in 2011. Pretty good set. Of course, has a bunch of booklets and stuff. Or has one booklet. And there's disc 1 and disc 2. Here's the back of that. And here we have the Ren and Stimpy Lost Episodes. This is the complete series of the Ren and Stimpy Adult Party cartoon that aired on Spike TV, now Paramount TV, in 2003. And it has the aired episodes as well as the unaired episodes, with an introduction by John K. and the crew. And you know what? I actually like the adult party cartoon. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. In fact, I think it got more hate because of Mr. Enter, personally. But I enjoy this series. It's weird and bizarre, but that's what makes it great. And if you don't count it as canon to the original Ren Stimpy, then you'll enjoy this a lot. It has an introduction, which I'm not going to read. You can just read it right there if you can. To my best friend, John K. There's disc 1 and disc 2. Yeah, you're either gonna love that show or you're not. It's okay. It's just you either love it or you hate it. The Big Lebowski. Come on. I don't think this movie needs an explanation. I think everyone in this entire world has seen The Big Lebowski. And if you're one of the very few who hasn't seen The Big Lebowski, then you need to change that. Stop this video right now, go to your local video store or Netflix or Redbox or whatever, and just type in The Big Lebowski and watch the entire movie. It's just so... it's just weird, but it's so great. Here's the disc. And the booklet. You would think with a movie about these two at a bowling alley would be boring, but it's actually one of the most fun movies that you'll ever see of bowling, ever. Oh boy. Bob's Burgers, the complete first season. Oh boy. When I was a teenager, like late teen, young adult, whatever, I went through a phase where I used to watch a ton of like bizarre crap. This is one of them. It's I can understand why the show got hated. It's like one of the most hated shows, and I get why. I get why. It's definitely not as good as South Park at all. And I don't know why I thought it was just as good as South Park one time. But I still have this DVD, and maybe I'll give it away if anyone wants it. Here's disc 1, there's Luis, and disc 2, which has all the special features and stuff and the art. This is the last time the series, to my understanding, was released in stores, because after that they sold it only online after that, as Amazon burned on them. Although I think I did see some seasons at FYE. And last but not least, we have What a Girl Wants with Amanda Bynes. Like I said in one of my update videos, I just get super depressed watching Amanda Bynes videos, because she's just really not... she's just a lost soul inside. I'm gonna be real. And here she was like, seemed a lot more jolly and happy. It's just really sad what happened to Amanda Bynes, in my opinion. And I hope she's okay, because she seems like a genuinely nice soul. She shouldn't have been screwed with. Anyway, there's the inside, and there's the disc. And this movie is pretty funny. If you pretend that, if you want to just imagine yourself in 2003 just watching a happy comedy, you'll enjoy this. Anyway, that's that part of the DVD collection. See you in the next one.